Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Noella Melody Dumpy. I'm Noella,
Melody.
Devon.
Aaron.
and this is our interview of Aaron and Devon. You may be wondering why we're going to be interviewing them, and to that we say
Why not?
that's exactly what we say. Why not? We will commence with the interview now. Question one: what's the most embarrassing thing you've done to impress someone you liked? Aaron, we'll start with you.
I think I have it. Oh, thank you. While watching a movie, my favorite movie of all time, Lost Skeleton of Cadavra, I pressed a button.
No, it's okay.
Okay. My guilty pleasure is I don't think I really have one. I'm very proud of the shows I watch. The most embarrassing things I'd watch, I'd say, are One Piece. Not anymore. I haven't watched it in like 8 months.
You told me yesterday you rewatched it twice. So
Yeah, that was 8 months ago. I haven't watched it since.
it's like 1,100 episodes long.
Yeah, I was a pathetic 8th, ninth, and 10th grader.
Okay, who here would you trust the least with a secret?
Devon.
Devon.
Oh, me too. Devon.
Devon. What's the worst rumor you've heard about yourself?
Am I allowed to repeat this
Yes.
online? So this girl I knew, but not good enough, went around saying that I don't wash in places that I do. And it was really weird because it was really invasive of her to say stuff like that, and it also isn't true. So
It's not really a rumor. It was more of an more of an impersonation scandal. Someone at our school made a fake Instagram account of me, and then started commenting on other people's posts, saying stuff like, "Oh boy, I wish those calcium cannons could hit me in my face."
Thank you, Devon and Aaron.
If you could steal one trait from someone you know, what would it be and from whom?
You're gonna have to go first because I'm literally perfect.
um, I want Devon's confidence.
Why, thank you. I want Milo's work ethic.
We'll insert a picture of Milo now. What's the biggest regret you have from high school so far?
Really, like, just not taking it seriously freshman year, I guess, because my GPA was lower than I would have liked it to be, and I, didn't work as hard as I should have. So that's why.
Not joining a sports team.
Honestly, that would be mine too. Like, you get so many advantages from sports. And also it puts you in like that mode, like the discipline of doing something every single day. Like, yeah, because I just immediately go home and then I want to lay on my couch and then I can't even get myself to do my homework. So it's like if I had done sports, then that would have gotten me in a productive mindset, if you will. Do you have
Yeah.
one?
Oh, regret?
Yeah.
Wait, let me think. No. Give me something.
That you regret?
I don't know.
Sports team.
Let's not ask chat. I feel like
You're just joining the interview. Chat is short for ChatGPT.
everyone knows that.
No, what if they're just joining the interview?
I also got a haircut, if you didn't notice.
Oh my god, I also got a haircut if you didn't notice.
I feel like Betty Boop.
I
Okay.
got one.
What's the worst thing about being men?
Um,
What's the worst thing about being a woman?
Yeah, you can ask her.
I mean, like,
Do you want to hold it?
sure.
Instead of
Okay,
you
you can hold it.
Because I'm like blocking Melody.
I mean, they're kind of like, isn't anything like that bad about it. It's kind of like easy. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, maybe like colleges don't accept their. I mean,
Depending on your major.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Male
So,
dominated. But it's the
maybe
same
that's
with,
kind
like-
of it. But like,
Actually, no, it's-
but that's like it's barely even a problem. I don't know. There's nothing really bad about it.
I'd say how I'm treated by members of my same gender. Example, don't
That's fair.
make it example, like say on Instagram, right? If I were to post something, there would be like maybe 8 comments, and they're all like, "Wow, Devon, that's cool," but like I go to like a female friend's post, and if I were to look in the comments of there, it's like, "You're so gorgeous, you're so beautiful." Like, why is no one calling me gorgeous or beautiful? What? Like, I'm stunning and breathtaking and gorgeous and beautiful. Like, come on. I am a hottie. I'm a baddie for real.
Thank you, Devin. If you guys have any questions for us,
You're
okay. Okay. If you could choose one person, living or dead, to have dinner with, who would it be and why?
I would have dinner with a second version of myself, so I can like pick my own brain about like what do I think about things.
You're so narcissistic. There's a lot of people out there. There's like what, like 100 billion people that have ever. Are you touching my ass? Probably Egon Shalakian is who I would choose.
Can you elaborate?
Yeah,
No.
who is that?
I'm not gonna elaborate.
I think
If
he's.
you know, you know.
I think he's that one guy from. Never mind.
Okay. What is your biggest fear?
I think my biggest fear is people not liking me. I like being liked.
Relatable, I'd say. Yeah, like being alone is kind of bad.
What's your walk-up song?
Dancing Queen.
Ooh, see, that's a good one.
Yeah, it is.
See that girl, watch that scene.
Probably Call Me Maybe
I sang both of those songs
by
in karaoke.
Queen Carly Rae Jepsen.
That's his celebrity crush. Carly, if you're watching, he's your guy.
Yep, it's Carly Rae.
Or what's your favorite conspiracy theory?
Wait, I got an answer.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that might
God.
take. Or you got it? Oh,
No, he's gonna.
So there's this guy named Egon Shalakian, and I've gone down this rabbit hole trying to figure out if he's real AI or. Recently, the most recent discovery is that he might be, as crazy as it sounds, Russian propaganda, because he lobbies for a group called Alatra, which is a Russian propaganda organization that's banned in Ukraine and also Russia, and then it was raided by the SSU recently, or not recently, but like a year ago. And I don't think he's real. That's my favorite conspiracy theory.
He, while I was trying to send an important email in AP Gov, interrupted me like 30 times to tell me about this conspiracy theory.
I've gone to so many Ukrainian articles, Bren. I've gone to so many.
Mine is short and sweet, flat earthers, because I think, not because of the conspiracy theory, but because of the people who listen to it. I think like, why would you think this? How would you let yourself
So do you believe
go?
in no conspiracy theories?
No, I don't believe in any. I'm not a
trusting
not a
guy,
skeptic. I am very trustworthy. Nope, trusting.
What's your life philosophy?
Do whatever garners the most chuckles. I'm winning already.
That is such a weird answer. Do unto others as. Wait, what do they say for that?
Do unto
do unto you.
as
Yeah,
the
that.
golden rule.
Do that.
They're gonna
What
find,
if your future lover watches this video and says, "Wow, this guy was a real narcissist"?
they're gonna find out that I'm actually really insecure and I'm not confident at all.
Guys, he's a nice guy.
Is it important to forgive people who have wronged you?
Yes, I'm a believer in second, third, fourth, fifth, up to a billionth chances.
You had this realization like 3 weeks ago.
I will forgive people infinitely many times.
Yeah.
Yeah?
There's nothing really else to say.
Yes.
Oh, really? I was gonna say no.
No?
What if someone like killed your parents?
I'd forgive
them. What if they
had like a good reason?
Okay.
No,
well,
but the thing is, you can't really live with yourself if, like,
No, I'm not
if
saying
for
don't
for
kill
both
them, but-
yourself and for them, like,
that's a little, okay. I will say, if someone killed my parents, I would not forgive them.
Exactly.
It depends.
well, this is people
if
who
it's
have
an
wronged
alternative?
you.
What if it was like,
Yeah.
Well, like when I think, like, I mean, my parents have not been killed by anyone, so like,
oh,
Please hold this.
Yeah.
Like,
So, like-
you hold it now. I'm done being your. nice
so
boy.
like when people say like, who has wronged me, what I think about is not if my parents have been killed by this person. It's just like, have they done something that's like irritated me or like made me angry or just like kind of hurt me in some type of way. And I would say, yeah, I'd forgive those, like, if it isn't too bad. But obviously, there's like, it's only up to an extent, you know. Like, there's a limit. Like, if you're committing like a crime against me, then we can talk, you know.
I I yeah, I mean, like, if someone killed my parents, right? Like, they'd have to have a good reason. If it was like, if they were like,
Crazy.
like, come on, no one would, like, okay, there are those like sickos out there who would kill people just for their own pleasure. In that situation, I would not forgive them. But if it was like, oh, you have to kill my parents or else the world blows up in 5 seconds, then I'm like,
That's not,
okay,
like, realistic. Like, in a realistic
okay, I
scenario
know,
where
but
you're
it's like,
actually
okay,
killed.
what if it's like they kill my parents? Okay, an actual murderer.
The way I see it is like I am not like the ultimate moral authority. So I like if even if someone makes like does a deed that is that bad, like I don't know everything about that person. Like I can't judge whether it's bad within like the context that they grew up in or like the context of their mental health or like do you see what I'm getting at?
Yeah,
So if so my job is just to make sure that I'm like the best person I can be. So I feel like in order to be that kind of person, I need to continue to forgive people. Like and that's how I live with myself, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that philosophy, but I think to you don't really need to be the moral like authority like in that kind of scenario if you're the one who is receiving the wrongdoing. Like then it's just subjective. It doesn't need to be objective and moral authority type. Just like if you believe that it was wrong, then it was wrong, you know? And then you decide if you want to forgive them or not, just as a personal decision, not as you deeming what they did wrong and completely you know, undeserving of forgiveness. You know what I mean?
But yes, but like even in wrongdoings like that, like the people who hold a grudge against even the biggest wrongdoings ever, say like killing someone's parents, are usually the ones who go out and do more because they're still like they're hurt people, I guess. I mean, it's a cliche, but it's true. But like, so I don't want to be that kind of person who's like, oh, I'm never gonna forgive them. Like, I don't. I feel like that's just gonna have a negative impact on me and like the things I put out into the world. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, I get what you're saying, but like to go like I mean to go to like the full extreme, like I guess the worst person I can think of would be Hitler. You know, I'll never forgive Hitler. Like it doesn't matter. Like even though and you know it's not like I'm like holding a grudge against him. It's just like I just what he did is so unforgivable that it's just like there's no reason why I would ever accept an apology from him if he were to apologize, which he wouldn't because he doesn't feel as though he wants to apologize. That's the other thing is like,
Sorry, that just popped in my head.
well,
Imagine Hitler doing like a public apology. Like he,
I
at the end of the
knew
war, instead of killing himself, he goes on the radio and he's like, "My bad, guys."
but that's like the other thing. It's just like if someone like you know were to kill my parents and then feel no remorse for it, then it's like, well, am I supposed to forgive them if they don't even care about being forgiven or not? So I don't know. I think there's just like a lot of scenarios in which someone could do something wrong to me and then I wouldn't forgive them. But I think it's just a difference in personalities.
That's fair. I mean, yeah, I think that's fair. Like, if they want your forgiveness, is like a whole another issue. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I can't like say more on this issue without it becoming like a full fledged debate. So we're just gonna move on.
Yeah, we should.
Who is someone you? Who's the person you think you look up to the most, and why?
Like in your life, or
In your life. In your life.
Why are you handing it to me?
You're answering now.
Okay. I would say the person I look up to the most is my dog, Rocky, because he's so carefree, and I think he just thinks about like surviving day to day, and he doesn't have a thought in that little brain of his. And I kind of wish I could be like that sometimes.
Okay, probably my dad because I don't know, I've just like learned like all the qualities that I have from him. And also like since I'm an only child, like with no siblings, like my mom has always been like the parent of our family. My dad, sometimes like my brother, sometimes he's so immature.
that's so real.
He's so immature.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. My dad is also I'm also an only child and like he like my dad also does take the place of a sibling at times.
Exactly.
Like I
My
start
dad's
to
my
like
brother.
I look up to him in the same way that I would like an older brother. Like I get
too.
all of his hobbies, like all the
Me too.
TV shows I watch with him. Like he shows me like the news, we talk about it together. It's like it's more sibling like than like, and my mom definitely has said that she feels like she's taking care of two toddlers.
Yeah.
So
It's the same thing, and
Yeah.
our dads are friends, so like it makes sense.
I'd also say my dad, but that's more because he's probably more immature than anyone ever. Like he's the most immature person ever, and
my dad loves her dad, so that's probably why they're both immature.
yeah, Graham is more immature, but in a different way. My dad knows he's being. Graham is my brother. Chat for those of you entering right now. Graham is short for my brother. Graham is short for my brother. I look up to my dad because.
Hold on. What do you mean Graham is short for your brother?
Yeah, well, I look up to my dad because he's very immature, and he is. He just like my whole life. Everyone's always said, "Oh, Devin, you're like a mini version of your dad. You're just like your dad, but smaller." And I'm like, huh. I never really thought about it that way, but like I've looked up to him so much that I've inherited a lot of his goofy traits and mannerisms and his like personality in a way, and then like I've built upon it and evolved it because I'm better.
Great answer. I would probably say my mother because my mother is a very hardworking woman, and she works like until like 8 to 7 most days, working for Social Security, stuff like that, um, and so she doesn't really have like a lot of, I guess, like free time. But the free time that she does have, she spends with family and talking about things that help the family. And for those reasons, I have an immense amount of respect for her. So I would say probably her.
To clarify, I chose my dog because I couldn't pick between my two parents. I didn't want to I didn't want to pick favorites. So it's my dog, Rocky.
You actually do look up to your dog more than anyone ever.
Okay.
Fictional character would you say you relate to the most, and why?
I don't know.
Sun Wukong is character I relate to because in the book he's an allegory for human impulsiveness, and I feel like I'm very, very impulsive at times for whatever I think would be the funniest thing in the moment, and that's what I'll do.
Do you have one?
I have an answer, but it's really pretentious.
Do it. Holden Caulfield.
No,
With
actually,
for crush or for relate to?
for relate to. Actually, I can relate to Holden Caulfield a lot, but that's like not the one that I was thinking of. I was also thinking of Sonya from Crime and Punishment. I had another one, and um, it's like her relationship with God and like authority and just like moral high ground, and like the same with the main character. I forgot what his name. Raskolnikov too, but also who is it? Kafka from Kafka on the Shore by Haruki Murakami, which is my favorite book. I can relate to him a lot, and I can't really elaborate why in like a few sentences, but it's just like the vibes overall. Okay.
Do you have a crush? I don't know.
Oh, cartoon crush. I have a celebrity crush. I don't have a cartoon crush. My celebrity crush, I make this very known. It's Heath Ledger. Rest in peace. That man was so fine.
I relate to Ted Mosby from How I Met Your Mother because I don't know. I think the same way that he does, like his whole philosophy on that stuff. But you're gonna have to get back to me on the crush thing because I don't know.
Wasn't there like that girl from One Piece
What?
that you thought was really hot?
Yeah,
We're not gonna talk about.
we're not going to talk about one. A wife from the dinosaur one from like the 80s.
Jurassic Park.
Nope. Dinosaur cartoon show. Like the Flintstones from the Flintstones. Mrs. Flintstone.
Mrs. Flintstone. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Also, what is her name? Like Betsy, her best friend.
Something like that.
Yeah, you know the one with the black hair? Yeah, I think she's really pretty. But she's a cartoon. So.
She's not real.
Also, Fred Flintstone, Barney Rubble.
He can get it. They can get it.
They can get it.
Chris Pratt from the Pratt Brothers. I loved that show. I loved Wildcrats and I love the animals.
They do tours now.
They do?
They do.
Aren't they like old?
Yes,
We
but
should
they
all
still
go to
like
a live show.
they still like on the stage they'll get like mini like robots inside of like these big snake things, and then they'll have giant snakes go across the stage and they pretend to like be the snakes because of their powers that would let them turn into animals. I don't remember. They had the vests that let them turn into the animal.
In the same vein, I feel like anyone from Total Drama Island is really, really fine. I don't know, something about all of the, especially they all have abs and all of the female characters are snatched. I don't know why. It's a kids show, but they made them like that. What are you most grateful for?
Good friends. I like having friends and talking to them.
My upbringing and the circumstances I've been raised in. My parents have given me a lot. My grandparents have given me a lot, and I'm very fortunate to be where I am and who I am.
Are we all answering?
Yeah, definitely just like the opportunities I've been giving and my upbringing, yeah.
The opportunities I'm given, but
But you forgot that in my
and my upbringing, and also like I'm also grateful for my like hair. Cuz
so shallow.
cuz I like my hair. And I like I like the texture of it, and especially like now that it's short, I think it just looks nice. And I like the natural color. I like the natural color of it. And I'm also extremely grateful for my sense of fashion and my creativity. Yes.
Grateful for this ring I have on my right hand.
Wait, Devin, you're making fun of One Piece, but you're still wearing the Ace One Piece band.
Where is your favorite place to be kissed? Do you want me to answer all of these?
Can I answer it?
I'll answer them.
Well, I wanted to answer it.
No.
My parents watch this, by the way.
I like to be kissed on the soul because I don't know. I didn't. No, like my soul, like in my heart, because I didn't want to give a real answer.
Because you're not superficial.
That's not a real answer.
Where's my favorite place to be kissed? On the forehead.
Come here.
I thought he meant like a place where you want to be kissed. Like
Oh, yeah, my favorite kiss to be placed would be
The favorite kiss I haven't. I need to place is
That one.
favorite place to be kissed is at the beach at like a nice romantic sunset, and the wind is softly blowing, and my hair looks really nice, and my makeup is spot on, and I have a really nice lip gloss on, so my lips aren't dry. That would be my favorite place to be kissed.
Me too.
my head, I guess.
Preferably my mouth.
Probably my feet.
Where is your favorite place to kiss someone?
Okay.
Wait, I got it. Probably the feet. Soul. Not on the foot.
Cheek.
Favorite place to kiss someone? Probably on the beach. And
Probably on the beach.
okay, probably on the beach.
Hair looking nice.
But this time,
Makeup on the
he got it. You got it, Aaron. What's your favorite time?
of the day.
That's not the next one.
No, like your favorite time.
Of the day.
No.
Of the year?
Okay, I'll give you an example. I love 11:03 a.m.
So
Because
2:25 p.m. Because that's when I leave.
So I don't know.
Melody doesn't know. Okay. Do you believe in love at first sight?
No.
Me neither.
Yeah, love no, but crush yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Okay. What were all of your first impressions of me?
You?
Of me.
Oh.
Can we go around?
I don't
doing
want
all
to say
of
this.
us?
I don't want to say this question because you know what it is already,
Okay.
and it's awkward. So I don't want to say it.
Okay.
I thought you were weird. Oh, and I also thought that you were like, I just thought you were weird.
It was honors biology, and I just heard that you were from South Korea. And oh, and I remember I wanted to be friends with you.
Thank
So
you.
much
Yeah, of
She's
course.
so nice. Thanks a
I
lot,
saw you
guys.
negative, and positive.
I saw you in gym class, and I thought, wow, you look kind of weird. I don't mean that like you look weird, just like your mannerisms were weird.
You called me unnerving the other day.
Yeah, you are unnerving.
I called you unnerving like every day I've seen you.
You just freak me out sometimes.
She was just doing a really
Moving
weird-
on.
she was
What were
doing
all
a
of your
weird-
first impressions of Melody? I will go first. I thought you were really intimidating, but really pretty. But I thought you were gonna be mean to me because of how like intimidating you were, and you were friends with all of like the cheer girls. So I was like, there's like no way she's gonna want to be friends with me. But like, it's not like I was like dying to be friends with you or anything. I was just like, oh, she's in my class. Well, I wasn't dying to be friends with anyone. It was just like oh, she seems nice and she seems pretty, but she also seems kind of mean because you were in the clique that I thought was mean. Sorry. That's my first impression.
I remember seeing you like in it was a while ago. I'm just gonna say freshman year because my memory is bad, so I don't remember seeing you before then. No offense. I remember you like being in the higher level courses for freshman year, so I remember thinking that you were smart.
Oh yes,
I'm such a slow learner. Like people don't understand that, and like I just like do it. No, I'm a really slow learner. I just do it a lot. Like I have to compensate for it.
Oh.
I'm a really slow learner.
I agree. I also thought you were smart for that reason. And
I agree.
I still do. But I also think that I also thought that you were like introverted, and I didn't really talk to you for like a while.
That's like
You
the
know.
word I was looking for.
Yeah.
Not like really like mean, but just like I thought you didn't want to like
Yeah,
talk
I wouldn't
to
open
me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
I don't know. I'm glad we're talking now though. So.
Can I continue for the next one? Really, just interrupt. I do want to say that for him, I've known him since fourth grade, so his thing may be weird.
Second grade.
Second grade. We know we met at Moses.
In second grade.
Yeah, that was second grade.
Yeah.
Moses.
We met at Okay.
Moses
Are we doing first impressions of me now?
Yeah. My first impression of you was I
That
thought
wasn't a first impression.
I actually thought you were so friendly and like normal because I remember like I looked at the kids at our school because I had just like moved here. Like they were all like freakishly clones. Like all of the girls were wearing like Lululemons and all of the guys were like wearing Martha's Vineyards and I was like, what the hell? Like so he like seemed like he was like an outlier, you know? So
I don't know if it was in a good way though. That
no,
like,
it was because we
that was,
became
like,
friends.
long
I was like, oh, he's
Yeah, that was.
but that didn't matter to me. Okay. He was like easy to talk to and he seems like very genuine, like compared to the other kids that I
me
knew.
either. I'm so glad.
But like I also thought you were smart because you would like talk in bio. Like you would raise your hand. Yeah. Little did I know. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. You were actually good at bio. And then oh wait, did we do you? No. Oh, we're going this way.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay. Yeah.
It's
Well,
okay.
you're going last.
oh,
That's what you get for your fat.
I think well, two things. One is for Aaron probably just a crush of a friend that I knew. So that's like all I got. Yeah, no, but the second thing is just super intimidating. I don't know. I was really intimidated by Aaron.
Oh wait, I just realized what you meant by that. Crush of a friend.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
Oh
my
yeah,
friend.
yeah.
Like back, way back when.
I don't know this. What? Oh right. Um, I remember thinking that you were like way too good at Magic the Gathering, and
In
it like
second grade, I wasn't playing in second grade.
yes, you were.
It's like no, I started playing when I was 8 actually. So. And,
We were in the same group. We were in this. I know we were in the same group at summer camp. I remember you destroyed me. Magic the Gathering so many times in summer camp, and I remember thinking, "Wow, you're pretty good at Magic the Gathering."
Yeah, I'm really good.
And I think you go to my school.
Okay.
That was it.
Should I get my impression of you?
Oh, Devon.
I thought. Did we play chess?
No.
Okay. Well, that's when I first saw you, and I guess not really. Like, this is not the first time I saw you, but like I recognized you from school,
Mhm.
and I like
We've been saying the school name of the summer camp a few times. Just go.
yeah, and like I recognized you like from actual literal school, But like we didn't really like talk that much.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, but like I don't know. I just thought you were like a guy. I didn't really have a lot of thoughts on people in second grade. You know,
I met
I
you
just thought you were a funny guy.
then, and then I met you again through Parker. I met you
Yeah, like
twice.
I think that like the way to answer this question is like third grade. You know,
Yeah.
because that's when we like
that was the
really
fun group.
yeah that's when we like really started being friends and like yeah,
Yeah.
and we became friends like really fast.
Yeah. We got hella lore.
Oh, Devin. No, just very funny, very free spirited.
I actually so mean.
What's so funny?
I have hiccups. I get hiccups when I laugh really hard.
I know a way to stop the hiccups. If you like inhale a lot of air and then don't breathe for like 15 seconds and just like keep it in the back of your throat.
drink quick.
Okay, shut up. Shut up. For Devin. No, you just keep turning it towards you.
She's getting kind of out.
Okay. For Devin, I thought that he was like really smart, but but also kind of quiet before I like knew him as a friend, because I didn't know him. I just thought like I just heard him talking a lot in bio. I thought he was maybe a little bit immature, and I thought you were. Should I say that or will I get canceled? I thought he was like a bit like socially challenged, shall we say?
Yeah, it takes me a bit to open up in classes. So like, if I'm not like if I don't hit the ground running in certain classes, which I do now, but like I used to be kind of closed, and then I'd like open up throughout the year, and then you'd get to see me in action.
Man, honors bio was a wild.
Honors bio was
All
crazy.
four of us were in the same class.
I don't think all four of us.
Yes.
I don't think all four of us have been in the same class since.
No, it was
I didn't
just
do
all
that.
four of us freshman year. What's the biggest thing you've ever gotten away with?
Oh, actually, I do have an answer for this,
I
and
also-
you know what it is too. So at our school in sophomore year, you do this this like World War I debate thing, and
Oh my god!
you do
This is
this.
something we never told anyone.
Yeah,
Only you and I know.
kept it private. We did this World War I debate thing, and so what we had to do is we had designed a flag for the for each of our like teams, and I was on the Great Britain team with them, and when I read the instructions for the flag submission, I didn't know that you had to design your own. So I found like a really obscure like flag from like a British province from like I don't know like 1700s or something like that, and that's what I submitted, and then it won, and no one knows.
You want to know what's even crazier?
And then didn't we win?
We won the debate. You want to know what's crazier is that flag
Yeah.
didn't. No, we didn't. No, Austria-Hungary won.
Oh,
Our flag, that one, didn't even win the popularity poll for our country.
it didn't.
It didn't. It was a stupid other one that like said Great Britain on it, and like yeah, no, Ani and I collectively agreed this is not it. So we just like did not release the results of the poll and told everyone in Britain, hey, it's this one. This one won. This one won.
You had me thinking that it was like
No.
I was like this like villain culprit, and then
No.
look at you.
No, that's not my biggest thing. I'm just adding. My biggest thing is my parents are like deathly afraid of motorcycles. Like they would never let me or my siblings on a motorcycle. My uncle has one, and every time he's offered to drive us on a motorcycle, they're like, no, you're not allowed on. At Ty's birthday party, 8th grade, I think you may have, no, not 8th, 6th. I don't know if you were there. I don't remember which one it was, but it was like some old guy showed up in the morning after we all slept over, and he had a motorcycle, and he was like, hey guys, you want to go on a ride on my motorcycle?
I don't remember this.
And like everyone went on, and I didn't want to. I had major FOMO, so I was like, okay, I'll get on, and I went last, and then the guy got lost, And like my mom was about to show up and I was like panicking and I was like, can you just like get back please? And he was like, I don't know where I am, I'm never here. And eventually like he got back and then left like 3 minutes before my mom showed up.
That's kind of
And
I don't
no,
remember
I
that.
have never told anyone this.
I didn't know that.
Thank you for that story.
Yeah.
It's actually crazy.
Yeah.
Do you have one?
I can't really think of one.
I can't really think of one either. I mean, I've gotten away with a lot. No, but the thing about me is like I do things and I probably could get away with them, but then I feel bad, so then I tell my parents about it later. But like later after like it doesn't matter anymore. So like they know about all the things I've done, but like after they can't do anything about
I
it.
feel like my bar for stuff that I get away with is a lot different from other people's because like my parents are super laid back and they would let me do anything. They have like the only rules they have is like things that would endanger my life. So like going on a motorcycle or like dying or something. But like they're fine with most things.
Okay.
What's the worst piece of advice you've ever gotten?
Thing, but there's probably been things that people have told me that I just didn't listen to and then I forgot. So I don't really know because I can't think of anything that like I've actually listened
Is it that we followed or just listened to? Like heard? Because I don't really heard. Worst piece of advice I've ever heard was from my older brother, Graham. Chat. Just again, reminder. Graham is short for my brother. If you're just joining in chat, Graham is short for my brother. He hates school because he has a lot of learning disabilities. So like he just cannot stand it. So like every time I'm talking to him about school or like I'm doing school, he'll say something like, "Oh, it doesn't matter. School doesn't matter anyway. You shouldn't try because school isn't for smart people," which is a quote he got from Rick and Morty. Because he loves Rick and Morty, and he tells me that all the time, and I'm like, I don't think that's true, Graham. I don't think that's true.
I think my biggest I've like followed this. People would say like, if you relax now, you can like re-energize yourself to do more work later. That doesn't work for me at all. Like I will just keep relaxing and I will never do the work. Yeah. So like people like and especially the people who promote like this is so controversial, but like people who promote like mental health days, for me that does not work at all because I like have taken mental health days and then I just never want to go back and the next day I feel worse than I did like before I had the mental health day because I'm just so used to like lying in bed and like mental healthing. I don't know. Yeah.
I can't think of anything serious, but like the worst piece of advice would be to spend 1 minute per question on the ACT math section. Don't do that.
Okay. You have a secret hunch about how you'll die?
I'm gonna die in the dumbest way possible. I'm gonna die like choking on a piece of like fried chicken, or like I'm gonna die by like drowning in like a hot tub. Anyway, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die in the stupidest way possible, like falling downstairs or drowning in a puddle, or something dumb. That's how I'm gonna die. But then I have the best plan ever for my body after I die.
Oh my god, no one wants to hear that.
Yes, I'm not gonna say it. I'm just saying I have one.
I have one too.
I think dementia. I think I'm gonna go dementia ridden, and then I'm gonna start forgetting everyone, and then, but like I'm gonna be like weird and funny about it. So I'm gonna be like, "Who are you again?" You know, and I'm just gonna say stuff like that over and over again.
I feel like I'll like eat a bunch of unhealthy foods, which will cause my organs a lot of damage. What? And I think I'll like die from high cholesterol or something. Imagine she's just like old age.
I don't.
I think she'll die.
I would hope so.
Yeah, I hope I die from old age. That's.
I hope I never die.
Me too. I don't think I will actually.
What is the most stressed you've ever been?
This past January,
Why?
because I was recovering from a broken leg, while also like I had a lot of like weird social stuff going on, stuff I'm not gonna get into, but like I was panicking a lot about like my relationships with people, and it was very difficult to juggle so much stuff along with trying to learn to walk again. So, you know,
I mean, there's been like a lot of times where I've had like it just hasn't happened like very recently, but a lot of times where I have like a bunch of upcoming assignments and stuff like that, and then I'll like go downstairs and then like my mother left her by the way, but she'll be like telling me to do something, and I don't have like a perfect relationship with her, I guess, and uh, there's been a few like fights with her that really just stress me out to an incredible degree, and it's like those kind of moments where I feel the most stressed.
My answer is like one particular moment that I remember because I mean, I do get stressed really easily, but I just like kind of overlook those because I feel like it's just part of my personality. Like I am so prone to stress. But there was one particular like time, I think you remember this. It was when I had missed a flight the first time I was flying alone. I was flying alone to like a conference. Do you remember?
I think I do recall this because I remember you calling me and like someone had to show up,
Yeah.
like a family friend
Yeah.
had to show up. Yeah.
I was like, I needed to go like to meet my friend for this like conference in Florida. And it was like a free conference. Like she had like connections or something. So she had paid for it. It was all completely paid for. But if I didn't show up, I would have to pay for it. So I had to first fly down from Rhode Island to like Virginia or like DC. And that flight went well. Then I missed the DC flight by like maybe like 5 minutes. Like I arrived 5 minutes after the gate had shut. That was so stressful. And then I remember I wasn't the only one who had missed a flight because I remember seeing a bunch of people like getting in line behind the customer service desk at United. And I was like, oh my God, what do I do? And I'm alone. I was like, what, like 15? I don't know. And yeah, luckily I have like friends in that area and like my like closest friend's dad like basically he like somehow found his way into the gate, which because he has like a badge, he works for the government, so he got into the gate and he helped me and he kept me company for like 2 hours. And then I found a flight to, sorry if this is like boring, but I'm just like recalling this. I found a flight to like Miami. The conference was in Orlando, by the way, so I had to go farther than I originally intended. I had to fly like an extra flight essentially. I flew to Miami and then at like 9 p.m. and I missed the beginning of the conference and I got there at like midnight. And yeah, and I think I called you and I called you and I don't remember if I called you. I called a bunch of people from the airport because I was so bored and I was so lonely and I was so stressed and I cried like multiple times that day and that was the most stressful day of my life.
I missed a flight once. I was in Rome this past summer and I missed a flight on the way back because we had a connecting flight in Munich, in Munchtown, and my grandma is like super. No offense to my grandma, but like she's really bad at moving herself around. Like she's like really old and she like can't walk 50 feet without getting super winded. So like we had to get from gate Z to gate A across the Munich airport in -5 minutes to get to our flight. Luckily, a bunch of people had missed this connecting flight, so they just like kept it there, and then we all managed to get on. And then as I was getting on, there was someone who was actually on the cruise I was on like a few weeks prior and recognized me. And I sang Dancing Queen at karaoke. And she said to me, "Oh my God, it's you. You're the Dancing Queen." And I was like, "Yes, I am."
You could have 3 wishes. What would they be?
More wishes, infinite wishes, and
Shut up.
Obviously.
more genies then.
I'd wish to become. No, I would not wish to become king of the world. I would wish for world peace, no more world hunger, and then $1 billion. I'm only somewhat selfish.
That's fair. You always give the mic to me. I just have to answer on the spot.
Yeah.
I would probably say, like, I don't need specifically $1 billion, but just like, I would wish for like security that I would have a good life, I guess, and then I would wish for world peace, and
chances.
Well, who isn't gonna wish for world peace?
I don't know.
And then I wish.
It's not bad.
And then I.
Neither of us were going
No,
to do
like
that.
in a personal way.
Oh, okay. I see how it is.
Selfish.
And then I would wish that all of my future generations also have security for good lives.
So diplomatic. I was gonna say.
I would wish for a Porsche 911.
Huh?
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I would wish superpowers. I would wish.
X-ray vision.
I would wish. I would wish for transportation powers. Transportation powers, like immediate, like, and then I could be anywhere else in the world. And then I would also wish for unlimited money. That's better than a billion. And I would. No, but no one would know. Okay, no one would know, except it would somehow be illegal. You know,
It'd be illegal.
it'd be legal.
Illegal money.
And then I would want, perhaps world peace would be nice.
I'm the only one without. Okay, world peace, I guess.
Okay.
You're pressured into wishing for world peace. Damn it! I want world peace now.
A mansion and to be. Well, your
money.
No, your answers made mine sound shallow. It's not just me.
Okay.
Okay,
No, I know.
and to be financially stable, not stressed about that.
That's two.
Yeah, world peace.
Let's go.
Oh, okay. World peace. Okay.
Balance out the shallow.
If you couldn't wish for world peace, what would you wish for instead?
A cure to cancer.
I'd wish to
Time stop.
I'd wish to have the ability to fly.
Yeah, either fly, telekinesis, or invisibility.
Thank you, Melody. Okay. So that was the end of our little interview.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Bye bye.
We'll leave everyone's Instagrams in the caption.
You gotta cut out the thing I said about 15 minutes.
Okay, goodbye.